Hey guys, welcome to Chapter 3, Lesson 2. Today we're going to be talking about estimating differences. Now let me talk to you about a key word we've got here, differences. Differences is what we call the answer to a subtraction problem. Okay, so just like when we talked about addition before, we said addend plus addend equals sum. So in this example, 8 is an addend, 7 is an addend, and then 15 is the sum, the answer to an addition problem. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. Now in this example, 15 is the minuend, 8 is the subtrahend, and then the difference, or the answer to a subtraction problem, is 7. Okay, so now, here's the deal. Do you have to remember minuend and subtrahend? No, that's kind of our new word we learn next year, but the big word this year is difference, sum, and addend are kind of the big ones we're practicing this year. So here we go. Sorry, I forgot to read this part. Sometimes you want to find an estimate instead of an exact answer. You can estimate differences to the nearest 100 or nearest 10. So let's jump right in. Example 1. China has more than 3,728 miles of high-speed train tracks. Japan has more than 1,518 miles of high-speed tracks. Now here's our key word right here. Let's always circle it. So I get a lot of kids when they get to their test, they don't circle it, and then they think, oh, maybe I need to estimate. Oh, maybe I need to find an exact answer. Well, you can't know if you're not circling, right? So that circling helps your brain know, okay, I'm going to estimate. I don't need an exact answer. About how many more miles of high-speed tracks does China have? So what we're going to do is we're going to round each number in 3,728 minus 1,518. Then we're going to find the estimated difference. Okay, so first to the nearest 100. So if I circle the 7, underline the 2 tells my 7 to stay the same, 3,700. Okay, circle the digit in the hundreds place, underline the 1. The 1 tells my 5 to stay the same. Okay, if I subtract here, then I would get 7 and minus 5 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2,200 miles of track. So there are about 2,200 more miles of high-speed tracks in China. Now what would happen if we rounded to the tens place? Okay, I'm going to circle the digit in the tens place. Underline the digit in the ones. The 8 tells me to add 1 to the 2, so I'm going to get a 3. Circle the tens place, underline the ones. That 8 again is going to tell me to add 1, so I'm going to get a 2. So now we subtract. 0 minus 0, 3 minus 2, 7 minus 5, 3 minus 1, 2,210 miles. So to the nearest 10, there are about 2,210 more miles of high-speed tracks in China. So each estimate is reasonable. So there's not like a trick to know, are we going to do tens? Are we going to do hundreds? They're both reasonable estimates, right? There can be more than one reasonable estimate when solving a problem. Okay, so it's not like, oh, hey, I absolutely only can do it one way. This one's kind of an open-ended. Hundreds, tens, up to you. You are not always told which place value to round a number to, which I love because in math most of the time it's kind of like, hey, you got to do it this one way. Not the case for these. You can round to the greatest place value even, okay? So let's practice that. A museum has 237 works of art on its first floor. The second floor has 349 works of art. Oh, here's that clue word, our key word, about. How many more works of art are found on the second floor? So we need to subtract, okay? So we're going to, doesn't tell me I'm going to round to the greatest place value, but I'm just going to do it. Okay, so the greatest place value position of 349 and 237 is the hundreds place. So we're going to round them both to the hundreds place. Then subtract. So 349, the 4 tells the 3 2, stay the same. Circle the 2, underline the 3. The 3 tells the 2 2, stay the same. So now I can subtract mentally. 300 minus 200 is 100. There we go. So there are about 100 more paintings on the second floor. So let's do some guided practice problems here. We're going to estimate, round each number to the tens place. So here's going to tell us, okay? So if I circle the tens place, I'm looking at the 8 here. The 8's going to tell the 8 to add 1. So this is going to be 490. The 5 and the 1 tells the 5 to stay the same, 350. Now I'm subtracting, and I would get 140. Estimate 542 minus 225. Round each number to the greatest place value. In this case, it's both the hundreds place. So circle the 5, underline the 4. 4 tells the 5 to stay the same, 500. 225, circle the 2, underline the 2. 2 tells the 2 to stay the same, 200. Subtracting, 500 minus 200 is 300. All right, reading our directions, say to estimate, round each number to the indicated place value, which just means, hey, read the problem. It'll tell you which value to round to. This one's telling us tens. Okay, so circle the digit in the tens place, underline the ones. The 6 tells me to add 1 to my 1, so this one's going to become 820. Circle the digit in the tens place, underline the digit in the ones place. And sometimes I have kids like, wait a minute, Mrs. Samer. Hey, that's a 0. What do I do with a 0? It's still a number. You still do all the same steps, okay? So 8 tells the 0 to add 1. So I'm going to get 710. So 820 minus 710, my brain says 20 minus 10 is 10. 800 minus 700 is 100, so you get 110. Here I'm rounding to the hundreds place. Circle the digit in the hundreds place, underline the tens. 6 tells my 4 to add 1, 500. Circle the digit in the hundreds place, underline the tens. The 5 tells the 1 to add 1, so 200. 500 minus 200 is 300. Okay, here we go in the hundreds place again. Circle a digit in the hundreds place, underline the tens digit. The 3 tells the 5 to stay the same, so 500. And circle a digit in the hundreds place, underline the tens. 8 tells me to add 1. 500 minus 300 is 200. All right, I do want to do this one because this one's a little bit trickier. The tens place, but our numbers go all the way up to the thousands place. So let's look at what that would look like. Circle the digit in the tens place, underline the ones place. The 1 tells the 3 to stay the same. And all the digits this way stay the same. So we'd get 9,530 minus tens place, underline the ones. 8 tells me to add 1, so I'd get 30. And the 1,400 stays the same. So here's what my brain does. 30 minus 30 is 0. 500 minus 400 is 100. 9,000 minus 1,000 is 8,000. There's the answer. And the end of the video. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. You got a little song there. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.